Hello everybody, just making a quick video here to describe the SE Ergonomic E butt plate. I saw it online, ordered one. My main reason for ordering this over options that are available here in the US is that, you know, something like this, the on-shoots standard, everybody has probably 3 or 4 of these anymore. I've only got the adjustments here, and it's about $400. I was able to get this for right around $275 with duty fees and such. Obviously, it depends on how big your order is, on what you might be paying if you're ordering this directly from overseas or if you have somebody to import it for you. But it was a lower cost option, and it looked like it would do a better job at what I needed it for, which is larger calibers, 300 meters, and being on an adaptable rifle. So right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed was the numbering. Now, I'm a little confused that 0 would be in the middle, and then it would go up to 13, and then it would go 4, 5, and then it counts down. So 1 counts up, 1 counts down. So it goes 13 in both directions. Not a deal breaker. It's just my preference would be one number count all the way down, so it could go to like 26, and then I could document it that way in my shooting notes. There's no point of reference, so you have to pick one, where on like the on-shoots, you'll have these reference lines like this right here. I believe this side I have colored in with a black Sharpie. So on this one, if you're to get one of these, you'll either have to engrave a mark or use a reference. I will most likely use the center bolt as my point of reference for my needs. Now, as far as tolerable to recoil, I'm going to test it out tomorrow on the 308, and I can report back on that. But I have high opes. If you notice here, this is the only item, and here is the range of motion that it has, that could suffer anything from recoil. Now, it's actually serrated as an assembly, so when you take out the hardware to examine, the serrations are on this face here, and you can hear them if you can't see them, and then on this hardened steel here. And what that means is when this is together, and it's very good hardware, by the way, like these pieces are made to last. I don't understand the function of that one unless it's just to keep the pressure on. But again, very well made. The fit and finish is really nice. So I'm very happy with the price that I paid for it. But the serrations should allow you to set it and then tighten it. Where using the on-shoots one, I actually had to cheat a little bit, and if you can see in here, I have ball bearings that allowed me to set the height that I needed it, and there's the 2 bearings right there. And that's your one adjustment, and then you can adjust the length here. Now on this one, as far as recoil, this bottom plate can come out further, but it will not go further in because it's machined to match that surface. And when I said the machining is like really good, I mean the machining is really good, because when I remove this, if you don't line it up perfectly, it could take you a second to get it back on. So it's a very good fit and finish. This is their guide rod that it comes with. It's standard 4 millimeter architecture. And then of course I've got it attached to the Ergonomic rack and pinion. The other change in comparison to just the on-shoots butt plate style is that when you're adjusting the on-shoots, when you adjust the elevation up down, it also has a tendency to pivot, which means that if you're adjusting it from the shooting position, you could accidentally put it out of alignment. This one uses 4 3 millimeter screws I've taken 3 of them out already and set them off to the side. But they go through these guide rods right here. And this is actually slotted. Now, that is a bit of a disappointment because being slotted in that way means that I can't adjust this rod separately from what I can adjust on the guide rod. I had assumed that I could run this low, run it low on that, and I'd be able to get a higher standing position. But instead it is 8 through those slotted pins. You can set your rotational axis separately and you don't have to worry about it coming loose. So it is an advantage. It does have some disadvantages. A lot of the pieces are adjustable separately, but they don't necessarily rotate or anything. So you've got a small range of motion here. So you could just set that neutral. This model that I bought did not have the hook plate that goes underneath. That is an additional feature. They charge more for that. Since I'm shooting standard rifle, 300-meter rifle, that I didn't need it, so I ordered it without. So I just opted out of that. But the main thing that I was excited to see, again, the serrations, and hopefully this can withstand 300-meter without losing its adjustment. Some things I'd like to see would probably be just a serration mark. Again, I have a machine that I could put a mark on here if I needed to. Other than that, very well machined, very reasonably priced. Maybe somebody will pick up on this and they'll bring some into the US. But if they don't, that's okay. We have plenty of options. We just need more videos of people describing things in this nature, in my opinion. So I figured to give it a try. There it is, the SE Ergonomic E.